You've been lied to about the Stone Age. We're taught that for hundreds of thousands of years, our ancestors were barely scraping by, primitive, nomadic hunters. But one site in Turkey is shattering that timeline. It's 11,000 years old. That's 6,000 years before the pyramids. How do you build a megalithic complex like this without metal tools, wheels, or farming? History books call it impossible. I call it a massive cover-up of what our ancestors were actually capable of.
This is Göbekli Tepe. Today, it looks like a quiet hill overlooking the plains of southeastern Turkey. But hidden beneath this landscape was one of the most important archaeological discoveries of the last century. When systematic excavations began in the 1990s, archaeologists expected to uncover the remains of another prehistoric settlement. Instead, they found something no one anticipated: massive circular stone enclosures, towering T-shaped limestone pillars, some weighing close to 20 tons. Many decorated with intricate carvings that had survived for more than 11,000 years. Then came the radiocarbon dates. Around 9600 BCE, that's over 6,000 years before the Great Pyramids of Egypt, and thousands of years before Stonehenge. The discovery immediately challenged a long-standing assumption in archaeology. For decades, researchers believed that large-scale monuments like these could only be built after farming created permanent settlements with enough people, food, and resources to support massive construction projects. But Göbekli Tepe appeared before large-scale agriculture became widespread. So the obvious question became, who organized this? Think about what's required: hundreds of workers, skilled stone carving, long-term planning, shared goals, leadership. None of those happen by accident. Göbekli Tepe suggests that communities living at the end of the last ice age may have been far more socially organized than we once imagined. And that's just the beginning. Because once archaeologists looked closer at the carvings, the mystery became even deeper.
Walk through Göbekli Tepe, and one detail immediately stands out: the carvings. Foxes, wild boars, snakes, vultures, scorpions, each one carved with remarkable confidence and precision. These weren't random decorations. Many of the same animals appear again and again throughout different enclosures. That repetition suggests shared beliefs, shared traditions, perhaps even stories passed down across generations. Some of the tallest pillars include carved arms, hands, and belts. Many archaeologists believe these towering stones may represent stylized human figures standing silently within the enclosure. But here's what surprised researchers even more. They found very little evidence that people actually lived here. No neighborhoods, very few houses, very few hearths, very little everyday refuse. Instead, the site appears to have been used primarily for gatherings rather than daily life. Imagine what that means. Groups of people traveling from different parts of the region, bringing food, tools, building materials, all gathering at the same place for a shared purpose. Whether that purpose was ceremonial, social, or something we still don't understand remains an open question. But whatever brought them here, it required cooperation on a remarkable scale. Long before kingdoms, long before cities, long before writing. And if they could organize communities like this, what else were they capable of? Take a second and think about what we've seen so far. Most of us were taught that civilization followed a simple path. First came survival, then farming, then villages, then monuments. Göbekli Tepe doesn't completely erase that timeline, but it makes it far more complicated. Instead of asking, how did farming create civilization, some archaeologists are now asking another question. What if large communal gatherings and the beliefs that united people helped encourage farming in the first place? It's a subtle shift, but it changes the entire conversation. History rarely moves in a perfectly straight line. Sometimes one discovery forces us to rethink the questions we've been asking all along. And the next mystery at Göbekli Tepe may be the biggest one yet. How did they move stones weighing up to 20 tons?